I think, yeah, in case you don't know, we're going to record it. If you don't want to be recorded, feel free to turn off your camera. Yeah, we will be recording.
Yeah, just to put in the group for people who want to watch this later. So, cool. Well, welcome back, everybody. So this was our image from yesterday. Couldn't track down Cloudface to get on and talk about it, but I'll talk about it now. Now that you've had time to create something based on it. This is a piece I commissioned from Cloudface. So last minute entry into this week's challenge. And it's based on some of his other work. If you've checked out his Instagram or Facebook or something, you've seen similar pieces. So I told him, hey, I like that. Can you make me one like that? And he did. So that's all I really know about it. But there's no artist inspiration I know about it other than, can you make me a piece based on your other work? But it's now in my living room and it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Definitely cool piece. Again, yeah, check out Cloudface's work if you don't know Cloudface, the visual artist, and you're looking for some awesome local artists to buy some art from. Cloudface is a phenomenal one, so definitely check out Cloudface's work.
Yeah. Cool. I guess we can just jump into, does anyone have anything they'd like to share and talk about that they made? Or just share? Or just talk about? These are all options.
I made something.
Yay!
Hey!
It's a road runner.
Very nice.
I made it out of gold paint and Sharpie on this piece of colored print that I bought from Hobby Lobby before it shut down, like a day or two before it shut down. I went and bought a bunch of art supplies. So this was one of them, and it came in handy.
Very cool.
Is it just gold paint and Sharpie?
Yes, just gold paint and Sharpie.
How'd you do the background?
The background's already like the paper it was printed on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I saw that posted earlier and I thought you actually did that on a fence or something.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me. I wish.
It's a paper of a fence. It's very cool though. Very neat.
Yeah. That's cool. That's I love the Roadrunner design you had on there. Was there anything besides just the fact that it was a Roadrunner that got your mind sparking, or was there something else? It's all right if it was. I was just curious.
No, I was just really inspired by the colors, the turquoise and the gold, and I was like, I already have a turquoise colored piece of paper, and I have gold paint, so those were the two colors that I picked out of the piece, also the Roadrunner. And I was like, well, I don't have enough inspiration to create something else besides a Roadrunner. But I did it on a stencil first, and then I painted over the stencil.
Very cool.
Very neat.
Oh, nice. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Anyone else here live want to share?
Talk about mine, but let me reach it down.
All right.
We can also share the image.
Oh yeah, that might be better.
Yeah, you want me to share the image?
Yeah, I think that'd be better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
All right. Do you call it open frames?
I called it open frames because the other thing that really struck me about Cloudface's Roadrunner was the open frames around it. Like that Roadrunner could leave if it really wanted to. So I was sort of struck by that. And then also, knowing that there was no way I was going to be able to render anything that looked like a bird. So I went with the open frame idea, and I started this collage, piecing together little bits of paper that I've painted. And so nothing really quite, there's some overlapping, but then everything else doesn't quite come together. So, and then the part at the top that looks a little bit like a viaduct, when I first started thinking about this, the first word that came to my brain was broken frames, like glasses. Like that would be traumatic if that happened right now. So the top part there is broken frames, but then I just decided it would be open frames from then on.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love the different textures throughout. That's one thing I think I noticed with your piece yesterday too, and this one is you like to have a lot of different textures in your work. It seems like, or I don't like to or not, I don't know, but you do.
Yeah, no, I do. I like to give it that sort of dimension. In that paper, somebody had like a scrap of paper and they said, do you want this? You might be able to use it. And so I said, oh, yeah, I do. And it's very, very cool. I have no idea what it is, but it's very heavy and has a texture of its own.
That's cool. Very nice.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. And I know Meredith, who's on the call, said finish a piece that she might post tomorrow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I also want to add something else.
Yeah, please.
The Roadrunner, I love that Roadrunner piece and what everybody posted. I'm new to New Mexico. I just moved here from the East Coast about 2.5 years ago, and I had never seen a Roadrunner before. And the first time I saw one, I just cracked. They're so funny. I mean, I cracked up laughing. I mean, you know, that little kick of its little leg in the back as it starts running. So when I saw that prompt, I was like, oh, it's on my list of things to draw or paint at some point, you know, because they're just so fabulous. They're like inherently cartoon-like in some ways. So I want to say that, but I liked all the work. And I also want to say, Griff, what's your name?
Connie.
Connie, if we ever get out of whatever the hell we're in now, there's a collage group that Jen DeSantis put together through OT Circus. And you might want to, you know, ping me or ping her or remind me or whatever. I think you would really enjoy that group. Your collage is wonderful. And I think you'd have a lot of fun with that group.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good group. We meet once a month, but haven't for a couple months. So hopefully we'll get back to it. All right, that's it for me. I might post my thing tomorrow. Depends on what the prompt is tonight.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Jeff, do you want to go through some of the posts we had on the Facebook group just to show them off?
So this one is from Maida Rubin.
Beautiful.
A little fishy. It is a little fishy. The art itself isn't a little fishy. Yeah, I love it. It's like I love how it's peeking up through the water and looking at you.
Yeah. Very
You want to reach down and touch it almost. That's very cool.
Nice.
Does anyone know what that little mark at the top right is?
I don't, but I was gonna say it kind of resembles the frame of the Roadrunner, but the Roadrunner piece is framed out, and this is just like, what if all those lines were condensed in the corner?
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's what she was thinking, but that's kind of where I see it.
Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing, Maida. If you're watching at home, everyone's watching at home. If you're watching later than live,
if you're watching after we're talking about this,
right. Very cool. All right, and we also had.
See one from Tom and one from Nathan.
Yeah. Where'd they go? Aha. Okay. Here's one from Nathan. It looks like took a drawing or an image of a Roadrunner. I don't think it's, no, it's not the one on the, no, okay. Took a drawing or an image of Roadrunner and then did kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Fractalized it kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like it could be
Wow.
maybe a different cloud face piece, because there's very similar, that Roadrunner head on the outer edges anyway is very, very similar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Nathan, if you made this, let us know if it's, is it your Roadrunners or is it Cloud Faces? Because I know he did mention that he might take the
Right.
image and
He might warp the image, so that's cool. It's a neat piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting because like even though it's the same image repeated, you still like you find different things depending on the angle you're looking at.
Yeah, totally.
Which is cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Nathan. And let me go find Tom's. There we go. Yeah. I like what he says. It looks like it's hit by some confetti.
Yeah.
That's
Very cool.
That's very vibrant, and I'm impressed by the quality of the bird rendered in such a short time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I like that it's blue too. Like when I think crow, I would think black, which is maybe not the most interesting, depending on what you're doing. But like for a vibrant piece like this, like making it blue but still very crow-like and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
With confetti.
Right. I do like the little shades of coloring thrown in, like in the crow here.
Yeah.
It's almost like the confetti's becoming part of the crow. Or maybe the crow is shedding confetti. I don't know.
Who knows?
Very cool.
This is right after the crow like flapped its wings and got the confetti thrown everywhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then and then we had one submission from yesterday's post, I believe, from Christina Cavallari.
Oh yeah.
Who did kind of a fable based on plants and yesterday's. So the full story is right here. So I'll let you all read that for a moment. That's awesome.
That's fun.
I love, yeah, that's Christina, you have to let us know. It seems like this is a true story. But you'll have to let us know if this is actually a true story. That's cool. Either way, it's a good story.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love the imagery there too. Growing legs, peas marrying themselves. It's awesome. Very nice. Well, thanks for sharing, Christina. I think that was all our submissions for today.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna just real quick zoom through on our Zoom.
Zoom through on Zoom.
Zoom through on our Zoom. Yep, that looks like all of them.
Excellent. Well, then we can move on to today's inspiration. So today we have on the call Luz Guillen, an old friend of mine, known each other for a good long time now. She's a dancer, and I asked her to just make a short piece for you guys. So we'll share that. Luz, is there anything you want to say about it?
It was really inspired by our present time, being here in quarantine and kind of listening to the stories. Especially for me, I have some friends in New York. I used to live there, and so still seeing their Facebook posts and what they're posting and saying about some people who have been experiencing sickness or just isolation in a tiny space, because New York living is very compact, as we know. And I was just kind of inspired by that, and just how the emotions and the fear and the crazy, everything that's going on. That's basically what this piece was inspired by. And I had a small piece of wall in my studio, and so I took advantage and played with the space. So that's what you'll be watching.
Awesome. Very cool. So I will share that here once I figure out how to do that again. Okay, so there's no sound, so
Wow.
you don't have to stop me and say I can't hear it.
Okay.
It's 4 minutes 21 seconds, so we'll watch that now. Cool.
I was about to say something, but then I remembered we can't say anything because we want the piece to speak for itself. We don't want to influence anyone's.
No influencing.
Yeah.
Talk more about it tomorrow. See. Yeah, I want to see how everyone reacts to that. So very cool. Thanks, Luz, for doing that for us.
Sorry, my mute button, but thank you. Thank you for asking.
No worries.
Great. Next we have a new person, Sean. Thanks so much for joining us. Do you have a piece that you'd like to share? It's fine if not. I just want to make sure. No. Okay. Cool. If you didn't catch the full dance video, we will post it in the Facebook group too. So you'll have a chance to watch it completely. So
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool. All right. So yeah, we'll post that in the group along with this replay of this whole conversation. Anything else we need to do before we do our what do you call it? Springboard activity?
Springboard activity, creativity booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. Jack, are you ready to get us going? Cool. So I'll just give a little introduction. Jack Gray is a Maori contemporary dancer, choreographer, teacher, facilitator, and writer from, I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Aotearoa? Yeah, New Zealand. He's a founding member and artistic director of Atamira Dance Company. Jack has worked on a project, Walking at the Edge of Water in New Mexico with Rulan Tangen, Sina Soul, and Dancing Earth in 2012. His independent arts practice spans 2 decades and has taken him all over the world, where he engages with Indigenous audiences and community-centered spaces of learning, being, and activation. Jack creatively explores and devises restorative approaches towards living cultural relationships to the Earth Mother. Another ongoing platform is Movement for Joy, a class that is inclusive to all, which looks at joy and authentic embodiment as an opportunity to dynamically connect more productively with the self and others. Cool. So, so excited to see what you have for us, Jack, so take it away.
Beautiful.
Oh, I got frozen.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name's Jack, and I am currently in Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, can you hear me?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
No, you're like we
Just
can
tell
hear.
me if you can hear me.
Well, now.
Hello, hello. Test, test.
We heard test.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Seems a little better now. We can.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
I was saying that I could chat if that works.
Up to you if that works for you. Seems to be okay.
Well, what I'll do is I'll talk, and then I might. Okay, just tell me when you can't hear me.
Okay.
So hi everyone. I'm going to keep it brief. Obviously, I've got some technical issues with broadband. I'm in New Zealand, in Auckland, and Sina Soul.
You're breaking up again, Jack. You might want to do it in the chat.
Hey Jack, why don't we do this? If you wouldn't mind, Jack, can you hear me?
To come
Oh.
today to share and participate in this really awesome 5 days of art making with. Okay. Yes.
Hey Jack, so what you're breaking up again? Why don't we do this? Could you film yourself doing your activity, and we'll post it in the group later?
Sounds good. I'm really sorry. Yes.
No, it's fine. I think that way we can actually get everything you're saying and not just a chat.
Perfect.
So cool.
I'll do that now. I'll do it now and I'll send it to you.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. If you here, I'm going to type the Facebook group in the chat, and then also the email you can send it to if that's easier.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
No,
Don't
it's
even worry
fine.
about it. It's the new world we live in.
It totally is. Thank
World
you.
of technical
Okay, then.
difficulties.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
So
Bye,
with
everyone.
that, what we'll do is we'll post that as soon as we get it from Jack in the Facebook group, and we can see what activity he has to get our creativity going. With that, I guess that's a wrap on day 3 of the art challenge. Since we're done a little early, it means you get a little extra time to do some art, right? That's
Lucky
a good thing. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks again so much. Thank you, everyone who showed off some artwork today. Thank you, Luz. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing what you got. And yeah, we'll post Luz's dance video in the Facebook group. So if you need to watch that again, go for it. If you're off to the races, go for it. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6.
Real quick, Sean in the comments asks if everyone can hold up their art.
Oh yeah, if you've got it physically in front of you. There were a lot, Sean, that were posted in the Facebook group. So if you go there, you'll see a lot more. Some was digital art. Cool. All right. And with that, we'll sign off. We'll stick around if you got any questions or want to chat with each other before we close the Zoom meeting. But otherwise, off to the races you go. We'll see you tomorrow at 6.
Have fun making art.